Hello and welcome to Toxic Free Tuesday. My name is Penny Campriello, and this is the show where we help to find simple solutions for toxic problems. As a registered nurse and a life coach, I am passionate about empowering people to improve their health by finding safer solutions to some of the toxicity they're exposed to in their lives. When it comes down to vanity, most people I've found, in women especially, and this is our women's show today, so most people are okay with one or two wrinkles, and there's a lot of things that they will accept when it comes to aging. But one of the things that I have found is that people are absolutely not willing to accept the gray hair. So many of the green beauty people that I have spoken to, that's one of the things that they are willing to compromise on a little bit. So, and it's one of the questions that I get asked about all the time. People want to know, what is it that I can use that's safe? I'm doing the wrong show. What is it that is safe to use in a beauty salon? And what I have today is I have somebody with me who has been working in the beauty industry for a long time, and her focus has been on, she's a nail technician, and her name is Lisa. And I am so happy that she has joined me today. And here is Lisa.
Hi.
And I do apologize.
That's okay.
I'm thinking about all the beautiful women that we have on the show today. And I know that we have Stephanie coming up next. And I'm thinking, this is Stephanie, and it's not. This is Lisa. So I do apologize.
That's okay.
So, Lisa, oh, dear me. Let's try and regroup and start again. I do apologize. Lisa, please tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been involved in the beauty industry and doing nails?
Oh my gosh. Licensed, it was 32 years this month. So I actually learned how to do nails when I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
So it was people in the family did it, so I kind of caught on that way. But yeah, so 32 years. I've been at many different salons here in Fresno, and I've seen all the different changes that have come about in the last 3 decades, the popular stuff going in and out, and so yeah, it's been a long time.
Right. I know when I talk to women, doing their nails is something that they find a nail technician and they use them on a regular basis. So do you have like clients who have been coming to you for a long time and continue to do that?
Oh yeah, I get the ones that have just been there forever, and then some kind of go in and out, and some it's just a one-time thing, for a special occasion.
Right. I know that in the beauty industry there are certain professions that are highlighted that women are exposed to more chemicals. We will be talking about hair products, but in the nail industry, I notice a lot of the times that nail technicians will be wearing a mask, and that's because of the chemicals, the toxic chemicals that you're inhaling during the day.
Right. There's a lot more chemicals that are worse than others. And I don't know, I think the more time they spend there, they want to just not have that dust flying up in their face all the time. I personally don't use one, but my product's a little different too. So
Right, and we're going to get to your products in a minute. I know that even though our bodies we have this inbuilt mechanism that we can detoxify, but unfortunately, during the course of the day, we are exposed to chemicals outside. And then working in the profession like yourself, you're exposed to even more chemicals. And that actually increases what they call our toxic load or the body burden. And that, I know, can affect us in different ways. For myself, I personally developed an allergy which caused me to have a career change because I couldn't use the particular soaps that we were using in the neonatal unit anymore. So how did that happen for you? I know that you have been doing nails for a long time. Tell me what happened for you.
Well, it kind of happened suddenly. It had been probably like 19 years that I'd been in the business at that point. And out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I started getting migraines and skin rashes and respiratory problems. And it kept on happening. I'm like, oh, it's just allergies or something like that. Well, then I figured it's allergies, all right, but it's not to like the outdoors. It was the chemical in the product I was working with. And I know I was working 3 days a week back then, and I'd go to work on like a Tuesday feeling fine, Wednesday kind of iffy, and by Thursday I was sick. I was going home and, you know, taking stuff for my migraine, taking stuff to make me feel better, and it took like 2 or 3 days of being away from it before I kind of cleared up.
Wow.
But then after about a year of going through that, it was like, okay, this is getting to be debilitating.
Right.
So I didn't know what I was going to do, because that's what I had done all these years, was do nails. And I'm like, well, what else is there? And so, I don't know, I started talking to people about it. And it just so happened one day I was at work, and one of the hairdressers came running up to me and says, oh my gosh, this lady's got on plastic nails. You got to come and see this stuff. It's amazing. Wow. And she's rattling off about all this, you know, the different things that it doesn't do or it does do. So I went and I spoke with her, and long story short, I got in touch with the product and kind of learned how to do it, and I switched over, and I've been doing it ever since.
Wow.
And I have no issues anymore at all. So it's been great.
So the products that you were using were for what kind of nails were you
Acrylic.
using? So that was for acrylic nails.
Acrylic nails.
And were you using those yourself?
At times, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put them on myself, and I knew when I took them off, it was going to be, you know, going through that long period of growing them out and trying to get them healthy again, because they're horrible when you first take them off. So a lot of times I would just keep them off and just put clear polish on, because I really didn't have the time to keep mine up. I was too busy doing everybody else's.
Right.
So, but I was getting the skin rashes and little blisters and that kind of thing was starting up.
Because I know for my daughter in particular, she was having acrylic nails put on for the longest time, and she developed all kinds of blisters and skin peeling around the base of her nails, and to the point where she had to stop using them.
Yeah.
So this new product that you're using, how is it different? You say they're plastic?
Well,
nails?
It's not plastic necessarily. They always say it like it's got its nickname, liquid plastic. It's been around for probably over 20 years now, and I don't know why more people don't know about it, because it's really a good product. In fact, people come up to me all the time and they go, is this new? I'm like, no, it's been around for quite a while. I've been doing them for like 13 years myself. Right. So it's a non-acrylic gel system is what the company calls it. It's called Quintessence Gel Nails.
Okay.
And it's been around, like I said, for a long time. And it has no harsh chemicals. Like there's no odor. You don't smell anything. Right. And it causes like hardly any damage to the nail at all. I know when you take off an acrylic, the nail's all chewed up and stuff. And mainly that's because of the acid primers too. And because it's so embedded in your nail that when it comes off, it's going to take part of it, part of your nail with it.
Right.
This one I've noticed when it starts to come off, like if you want to pick at it, it'll come off, but it comes off in like one piece, but your nail's still there. And they're not as strong, or not, I shouldn't say that, they're not as hard as acrylic, but they're as strong, but they're more flexible. So in other words, when you're cleaning house and you're banging your hands into things, if you have an acrylic on, chances are it's going to snap, and it's going to snap pretty low and be kind of a mess. But this stuff doesn't do that. It just, it may come off, but I notice it comes off a lot less than the acrylic does. So I was kind of, happy about that. My clients were pretty happy about that too.
So it sounds like for you, it's definitely been because of the application process and the way that you have just noticed the difference in applying it as a technician.
Right.
That it's definitely a healthier alternative for you. So I guess if we have people who are viewing this right now, how can they get hold of you?
Well,
so that they can
check it out.
Check it out.
I work at Dolce Salon. It's in the Villaggio Shopping Center at Blackstone and Nice. And I think my email is down at the bottom of the screen.
Yep, sure is.
But yeah, what I like to do when people kind of want to just see it is have people come in and get like a manicure, and then I'll put it on a couple of nails and they can try it out.
Oh, that's a good
And
idea.
to see how they like it. And
Right.
9.5 times out of 10 they come in and get them all put on. So it's
Right.
kind of a good way to introduce them to it without having to do the whole thing if they're unsure.
Right. Okay.
So,
And you have some openings.
oh yeah.
Good. So if there's anybody out there who's having problems with their acrylics or has developed allergies to the nail care products that they've been using, I would strongly recommend that you contact Lisa and get together with her and try out the new products that she's using. A copy of the video will be uploaded onto Central Valley Talk and then also onto my website, Toxic Free Journey. So if you know of anybody who may find this useful, then please pay it forward. That's what this show is all about. And so thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on today.
Thank you for
really,
having me.
really glad. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.